You'll have to excuse my voice. I've got a little bit of a sore throat, but I've got a few ways that I actually want to answer your question. First, I want to say that you are absolutely right. We need both governments and companies to get on board in order to actually get the speed and scale of climate action that we need, because the average person should not be taking the blame for the climate change that we're seeing, despite what corporations might tell you. So, like your question, what can individuals do and actually accomplish? The first and arguably the most important thing that you can do is speak up. And that can look like a few different things. If you've been watching the news for the last couple months, maybe the last year, you've probably been seeing things like boycotts or maybe an economic blackout. And both of these things, as a consumer, actually give you a voice through your money by saying, hey, I don't want to buy this because I don't like what you're doing with it and I don't want to give you my money. And quantifying the impact that an individual can make by doing things like that is really not that straightforward, so I'm not going to attempt to do that for you, but it does have an impact. And I do think that it's generally realistic for you to say, I'm not going to buy this specific brand, or I'm going to go check online for an alternative. And it can also be pretty realistic for you to just simply start a conversation with someone, because then maybe they'll change their buying habits and then they'll go talk to somebody, and so on. The cycle continues. But let's say you want to do something a little bit more concrete. So you can do things like conserve energy, for example, by turning off the lights when you're not in the room, or hanging your clothes on a line outside to dry. You can also carpool or take public transport if that's an option in your area. You can also reduce your use of single-use plastics. Oh, also thrifting. And these are just a couple examples of things that you can do to reduce your environmental footprint. With all of that said, please don't feel like you have to be perfect. Perfection is the enemy of progress. So please comment, DM us any questions you have, whether it's about sustainable actions or literally anything else related to climate change. We're so happy to answer. We are O Shift Climate Talks, here to help you figure this shift out together.